Testing. Testing. Good evening, Board of Directors, Superintendent Larios, staff, and guests. Thank you for joining us this evening for our August regular board meeting today. It is 5:45 p.m. I now call this meeting to order. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we have our agenda today in front of us. Do we have any amendments? Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda as presented?
I move to adopt the agenda as presented.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve the agenda as presented. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Okay, motion carries 5-0. The next item of the agenda is public comment. Jenny, did we receive any public comment? Okay, thank you. Thank you for being at the Woodburn School District Board meeting tonight and for sharing your comments with the board. Hearing from our families and our community is important to us. During this section, the board's role is to listen. We will not be engaging in dialogue with folks making comments. When follow-up is warranted, that will usually be through our superintendent. As a reminder, we model the way for our children. Please keep your comments respectful and do not personally identify staff or students by name, as this may violate HR and student privacy laws. We want to leave time for everyone, so please keep your comments to 3 minutes per person. Thank you. I would like to invite Tony Salm to read your public comment.
Good evening. As president of Woodburn Education Association, on behalf of our members, we'd like to give a warm welcome to both returning and newly elected school board members for the first regular meeting of the 25-26 academic year. It's our sincere hope that as representatives of the Woodburn community, you will always seek to understand and represent in good faith the dreams and aspirations of all stakeholders in our schools, namely our students, their families, and last but not least, our educators. First off, concretely, I'm delighted to see that you will be considering revisions to your public comment policy that would end the requirement that all comments be submitted in advance and that those statements adhere word for word to those scripts. Whether intentional or not, the existing policy, apparently unique in our area, has presented an unnecessary obstacle for many members of this community to freely speak their minds. It's vital that stakeholders with an interest in our schools be encouraged to offer their thoughts, suggestions, and constructive criticism. As we engage in the continuing bargaining process, I think that this is an appropriate moment to remind the board that according to district policy, BBA, it is the school board specifically that is tasked with the responsibility of to direct the bargaining process. This, of course, is no small task, as I can testify to the many hours that the WA team has put into carefully drafting language that is concretely responsive to the challenging working conditions that educators experience every day. Aside from the nitty-gritty details of each individual article, what we seek is a change in tone that acknowledges the very real concerns that educators experience on an everyday basis. At a minimum, we ask that our proposals be taken seriously and that every effort be made to find common ground. When language that we propose simply becomes crossed off without any explanation, as has happened on more than one occasion in past sessions, the spirit of collective bargaining, as well as principles of good faith, become undermined. While every collective bargaining process will run into disagreements and challenges, it's vital to remember that none of us are engaged, none of us are engaged in this process merely for our own self-interest. When educators feel valued and heard, so do students. When our students spend 13 years from grades K through 12 developing their voices as educated citizens in this democracy, it's because of teachers and staff who stuck around in spite of the dizzying rate of societal and technological challenges that we all face. It should always be remembered that teaching conditions and learning conditions go hand in hand. We very much look forward to working with this board on a collaborative basis to foster learning environments that not only brighten each child's individual future, but that honor and enhance the glorious collective multicultural tapestry of Woodburn. Thank you very much.
At this time, we will recess the regular meeting for 2 executive sessions pursuant to ORS 192.6602D to conduct deliberations with persons designated by governing body to carry on labor negotiations, and ORS 192.6602F to consider information or records that are exempt by law from public inspection.